the person who's going to be coming up following you, sir. So, for the record, if you will, your name, sir, and the clock is rolling. Engage your mic. I don't think it's on, is it? Down there. No.
There it is.
There you go. Scoot it on up and bring it on up a little closer. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and esteemed members of the committee. My name is Aaron Dukette, and I'm with U.S. Term Limits. I'm here to testify for a measure to allow the states to come together to propose term limits for members of Congress. Pursuant to Article 5 in the U.S. Constitution, whenever 34 state legislatures pass a resolution called an application notifying Congress of their intention to convene the states to propose an amendment on an agreed-upon topic, Congress is obliged to call an amendments proposal convention where that topic is discussed and a proposal can be put forth for ratification by 3/4 of the states. House Joint Resolution 8 would have Tennessee call for a term limits convention to cap the number of terms any member of Congress would be permitted to serve. Allow me to take a moment and clear a misunderstanding that we see of the framers with the Constitution. Opponents often employ a straw man argument fallacy to attack a resolution like this. They claim that there hasn't been such a convention called since the Philadelphia Federal Convention of 1787. This is a straw man argument because if you read the text of Article 5 itself, it states clearly that it authorizes a convention for proposing amendments, which must be ratified by 3/4 of the states to become a part of this Constitution. So note the use of a demonstrative pronoun, this, making clear that proposed amendments, once ratified by the states, become part of this same Constitution. So there's no mention of a new Constitution or wholesale revision of the present Constitution. Secondly, an Article 5 convention has never been called. The reason is that 2/3 of the states have not agreed upon a topic for a convention at a given time. Over 400 such applications on a wide range of subjects, from a balanced budget to slavery to a Bill of Rights to presidential term limits, have been passed by the states in our nation's history, yet no such convention has been called. This is itself proof that an Article 5 convention is limited to the scope of the call, otherwise we would have had several conventions by now. Simply put, an Article 5 convention is different from a constitutional convention like an eagle is different from a penguin. Both are birds, surely, but at the end of the day, a penguin is just not free to do what an eagle can do. An Article 5 convention for proposing amendments and a constitutional convention are both interstate conventions, but an Article 5 convention is limited to amendment proposals by subject matter and under the authority of the existing Constitution, and a constitutional convention has open plenary powers derived not from the existing Constitution, but from the residual sovereignty of the states. Just further, point to you as well, James Madison defended the notion that the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia ran away. He addressed that in Federalist 40, and I've emailed you as well that information. I come before you on behalf of 78% of Tennessee voters who want term limits on Congress, including voters from all political affiliations and demographic categories. Tennesseans know that Congress is long past being responsive to the needs of the country. And what is good for the presidency is good for Congress. The incumbency advantage built up in D.C. is just far too strong for voters to really just vote them out. The re-election rate in Congress is 95%. I don't think I need to tell you it's not because they have been doing just such a bang-up job. It's because the voters don't have real choices and won't, so long as we don't have term limits to ensure open seat elections periodically. Big super PACs give out over 9 out of every $10 to incumbents over challengers. High-powered lobbyists in D.C. abhor term limits because it undercuts their profiting off of decades-long relationships with congressional lifers. The people, however, routinely say that they want term limits at around 80%. I'm here to stand with the people, not with D.C. It's time we finally put this common sense reform into place and cut off the gravy train of a runaway Congress which continues to pass the buck on important issues. Thank you very much, Chairman, and I encourage any questions you might have.
Certainly. Thank you.